I was not expecting to love this book as much as I did, which is weird. Who picks up a book expecting not to love it? I guess for some reason my expectations weren't super high, which is weird because I've read other David Levithan books and I've loved them. I love his writing, so I don't know why I wasn't expecting this book to blow me away, but it blew me away. The book is Every Day by David Levithan, and it is about a person, a being, we'll say a being, that wakes up in a different body every day. And it's not just that they have a different body, they wake up in somebody else's body and takes over their life for the day. So this being calls himself A. So A wakes up in a different body every day, and when they wake up, they know the name of the person's body that they're inhabiting, and that's about it. If A tries, they can access that person's memories to try and be accurate in the life, in the daily life, and make sure people don't think that they're acting out of the ordinary. A has also created rules for themselves about not messing up the people's lives that they're in for the day. A tries really hard to kind of blend in, not say too much, not say things that they think might be out of character, and not do things that'll get that person in trouble for things that that person didn't even do because it was A doing it. But in the beginning of the book, A is inhabiting a person named Justin, and A, as Justin goes to school, and Justin's girlfriend Rhiannon is there, and A is awestruck. A really likes Rhiannon and gets the feeling from Rhiannon and a little bit from Justin's memories that Justin maybe doesn't treat Rhiannon the way that he should be. So A breaks their rules a little bit and skips school, takes Rhiannon on a date to the beach, and they have a perfect, wonderful day, even though A is pretty sure Justin would not do that. And then, of course, the next day, A wakes up in somebody else's body, and Rhiannon has no idea who A is. But A wants to change that, and it is about A being in a different body every day and being in contact with Rhiannon even though they're in a different body every day. And about the fact that A starts breaking their rules to try and be with Rhiannon and is possibly maybe getting the people's bodies they're inhabiting in trouble and making them suspicious and afraid. And it's so good. I could not put this book down. I was hooked from the very beginning. First of all, because of the writing. I'm telling you, David Levithan knows how to use his words. I didn't even realize how long I was sitting on the couch for until I realized it was like midnight and I'd been reading for 3 hours. I was like, oh. I read a very, very big chunk in the middle of this in one sitting. I read on my couch for like 2.5 hours, I think, because I just got so lost in it and absorbed in the story. Because first of all, it's super interesting just how A was communicating with Rhiannon. And it was also super, super interesting reading about all the different lives A was being a part of. All of the different people's bodies that A was controlling for a day, they all had such completely different lives. And it was really, really interesting getting a glimpse into so many different families and their routines and the things that they do and the things they say at dinner and how they stand up for each other or don't stand up for each other was really interesting. And how when A started like breaking rules and when A was starting to like travel and skip school and do things that the people's bodies they were in wouldn't normally do so they could see Rhiannon was like it was, I don't know, I feel like suspenseful is too strong of a word, but it was almost suspenseful. It was so good, and it was so interesting. I loved everything about it. I can't say much more without, like, there isn't really anything to give away, but I still don't want to give too much of it away anyway. But it was really good. I effing loved it. It was fabulous. I'm so glad I finally picked this up. Even the copy that I have, it has 6 additional chapters. It says right here, featuring 6 additional chapters from A's life. So it has nothing to do with the story. It's just when the book is over, there's just 6 random chapters from random points throughout A's life, which I read and thoroughly enjoyed, because even though it's not part of the actual storyline, it was the interesting aspect about the different people's lives and how so many different people who live very close to each other can lead completely different lives and have completely different personalities and completely different relationships with their families. And that was one of the things that I really, really enjoyed about it, so that was why I still really enjoyed the 6 additional chapters at the end that have nothing to do with the story. So, I loved this book. I highly recommend it. It was incredibly interesting, and it was really well done, and the writing was beautiful as always, so 5 stars.